joke. I think we're good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Online. Well, last time we found the traitor, the spy within the Immortal Flames. We beat up Shiva. That's about it. Not too much happened, but now we have to report back to Minfidia. We're also gonna do our daily. Get it out of the way. We need our storm seals. Go ahead and join. It'll take a little bit since we're a DPS class. It takes a bit of time before we get into a match. Or not even a match, but a dungeon. What's up, Minfidia?
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alphino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Robon, Eline lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Oh, okay. What do you know? What do you got? Alright, here we go.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to Auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We
Not
must
even really
needs
heard
find the
from her
means
since
to
then.
forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had two pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the aura site. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
That's not good.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
Dimensional compression, rejoining.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement. But I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Yo, Vanilla. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Oh. Oh, here we go. What's going on here now?
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
I did not think that was how he said her name.
There is more.
Why?
We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal
Huayu.
exclusively with the 14th.
I am
She
not
also
gonna remember
answered
that.
to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the
Hey, that's awesome.
Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the Primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there
don't
was
know.
one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Gallian army, now known as Emperor Varus Zosgalvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual
I've
fact.
beaten up
We've learned
Celsus
that
if
even
that
as Huayu
helps.
served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal
Fine.
feeding...
That isn't gonna be much. It's level 16. Oh, it's just E-free. Alright. This'll at least be super quick. But yeah, I don't remember what the Praetorium is. Is that something in... Oh, frickin' the snowy area that I can't think of off the top of my head now. The name of the area. Corthus? Oh, no. Wow. Okay. Hey, alright, here we go. Oh wait, this isn't E-free. This is frickin' Titan. I'm dumb. Get him in the back. Hey, get out there. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh no. Get me out of here. Thank you. Uh-oh. That's not great. Ow! And there we go. Okay, good luck, guys. I'm so close to Heaven's Sword. Yay! Oh, 2 on 1. Come on, you guys can do it. Dang, they're doing so good. Uh-oh. Oh no. Six 6.2. Weight of the land. Uh-oh. Alright, they got it. They got it. They got it. Good going, Dark Knight. Sure. Alright, now back into this. I'll skip forward if I need to for some of this.
Welcome back, my friend. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu were together.
Oh yeah, I have to
when
do
they
all this
but
again.
now-
Okay. We'll skip
haven't-
till we get to the conversation in Da.
By now. Back at. Alas.
In a... Our...
Meaning.
Tis
The old.
our...
During that encounter. Based on. Admitted. The fact be that.
Quite so...
That
Oh. Towards sea.
Gosh.
My... Lady...
So
I still don't know a whole lot about him to have a like or a dislike compared to all the other people in
While
the
you
group
were
that we
here-
talked to. It
You will
seems like we
recall that
have
the
at
survey
least
pass,
a little bit
according
more
to the
quest
report,
time with
the
everyone
isle
else
has been erased
compared
from
to your...
existence. 'Twas as if
Your
a hole
Anje?
had been torn.
Aye. Yet the mystery endeth not
So I
with the
don't
isle's
like or dislike him,
disappearance.
you know? He's just
It-
kind of there.
what's more,
It seems.
All indicate.
Heck, I like her,
We
who's
must
new,
pray that
more
my dear
than
friend Carl
him.
regains consciousness
Because
soon.
at least we've, like,
If she
talked
bore
with her
witness to
more
the
and
Isle of Val-
interacted with her more. Alright, now we're in for the second part of this. Come on now. I forget. I think it was... We got in there when Alphanon was speaking.
Fun. So.
There is... But this, we believe...
Alas, these provisions, to all intents and purposes,
Even before the accursed thing.
the Black Wolf was
But there was... In a bid to bring Van...
A man who outranks Van Belsa. So he was white.
But one of several in actual fact. In so doing...
7 hells.
Huh, triple.
as neatly as these pieces seemed. By whose will
There we
was
go.
the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
Simply
I know
group
that
up.
full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
Man, again, I did
Pray
not
keep in
think
mind
that was how
there
you
may
say
be
that name.
unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitor as scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished. Till you purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12, I swear it.
I didn't need that last part, but okay.
I
Aw.
shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Dang, okay.
Ever since he proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban,
I like it, but that's gonna put a big target on her back after that.
Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
I just don't want anything bad to happen to her. You know? You know what I mean? I like the idea of that. I'm just afraid of what it's going to do to her. Manphilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. Yeah. She is trying her hardest. I am most eager to address the Asian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. Pardon me. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, antecedent, the Scions need not your shoulder to burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Shet in particular is ever a steady hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Stoic nod. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Alegi and his monastrous ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Ruban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well at hand. Moonbreeda's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Yuranjie is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and others are contributing in their own ways. The last key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Shent, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphinaud and his braves with theirs? It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Stoic nod. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish to keep secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Okay. So we're staying in Ul'dah for a little bit. Is everything in order, Shent? Are you ready to attend us? Pleasure as always, Shent. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I have another task in mind for him. Oh, no then. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their way into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large purpose of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he had not already had clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant that caught an arrow while talking to Shent, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to downtrodden and disgruntled. Which is to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind. But if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Shent? Stoic nod. Then it is then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. There. Okay. When's Highbridge again? Ah, Thanolin, yeah. Teleport! Ah, shit. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs are no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing. Commander needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men even have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Alright, where's this going down? Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Shint. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you dispatch the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. I didn't mean to do that. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here. Bah, away with you! Failed fate. I'm not in a fate. What? Kill him and be done with it! Worthless, all of you. This ends here. I mean, he wasn't wrong. Oh, wait, not here. Uh-oh. I don't understand. What's this about? Ah! Investigate the disturbance. The heck happened? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. Before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted! As for the clients, though we know not how they slipped past our perimeter, at present the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white cell swords we suspect may be them. With that, we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They are in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. I have a funny feeling we have more spies and corruption here than we even realized. I will join the first in their hunt for the dusk white sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the Third's Yuyuhase, and he will take care of the rest. Spies and corruption in my Final Fantasy game? Never! Yeah, no. It never happened. It's impossible. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. Yeah, my deepest thanks for your assistance in Quarthus. Now what brings you to us this day? Thunk. Drop it down. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Gilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riel stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riel is unfamiliar with the ways of old Dawn merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything worth it all. Still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Cerulean processing plant. Time for the Fourth to keep their keep, eh? Fight well, Allion, and for the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Shent, a word if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Yeah, he knows there's something wonky about this as well. Alright. Thanks for indulging my request. Few places make better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce makes for conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no details out. That's not quite how the first told it. Those dusk whites they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's book or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, those days the money flows like water and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. These days. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Shen, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Uh-oh, gosh, what's going on? Did Menphilia get captured again? Before I talk to Flahamine. Ever since Breda arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with excited energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. I'm unfamiliar with the dishes of the lands to the north. Perhaps once Breda has concluded her current research, she might deign to share with me her culinary knowledge. Hermanphilia is in another Rising Stones. Moonbreda has charged us with acquiring some rather esoteric manuscripts, but I'm afraid the task is proving to be nigh impossible. When the City of Learning was abandoned, a great many tomes were scattered and lost. How smoothly our research might proceed were we able to peruse the archives of yesteryear. We needed a rare ore to modify the white Auracite, and Thinkrid solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I'm well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Dawn import merchant. Nice, Thinkrid. We were but stripling adventurers the night we saw fire rain from the sky and a pillar of light scorch the heavens. What a sight that was, eh, Coltnet? Ori and I were in eastern Thanlon when the colossal shards of Dalamud pierced the ground. We stood witness to the subsequent explosion of aether, and watched dumbfounded as the swirling energy solidified into those twisted crystal structures that we know them so well. Yeah. Seems so. Thank you for coming so quickly, Shent. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. Most, determined lady by all indications. Oh? Is it the Vice Commander lady? Yeah, Lucia. Sorry, I forgot her name. Look well, Shint. We'll have words when the antecedent and I are finished. So this is an Ishgardian knight, eh? She looks the part, I'll give her that. But I reckon I could hold my own. We don't want to fight. 'Tis poor form to assault a guest in one's home. Alas, Moonbreeder hath ever struggled to observe proper decorum. When first we laid the foundations, never did I imagine that we would receive an Ishgardian envoy here at the Rising Stones. 'Tis a refreshing reminder of how the world we take for granted can shift so quickly and completely. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, was I supposed to be talking to Tataru again? Oops, I just jumped the gun, I guess. Sorry. Wasn't seeing where the quest marker was and just assumed I need to go in there. Oh! Oh? The heck am I looking at here? Is this a place or a thing? What the heck am I looking at here? I'll find out, I guess, except... Our guest is in the antecedent is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Well, I kind of went there already. Oh, but you had to go first. Got it, Tataru. Sorry. Both place and thing. Great. Wonderful. Love that.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Okay.
I believe the two of you have met.
Mm-hmm.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragon Star burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragon Star is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgardsormr had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgardsormr. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
I mean, I don't have any choice, do I?
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander.
We already know that the
precious
Ascians can,
time
like,
to prepare.
reanimate dead things, so it wouldn't surprise me if they could reanimate the corpse of Midgardsormr.
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Alright. Well, forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Ian J. stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial Fleet. Thank you for telling me that. I actually did not know. I thought those were two different things, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Belser attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgardsormr, legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later be known as the Battle of Silver Tear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless ships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of the fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Americ's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There's much to be done and precious little time to do it. Okay. Quickest way to get there would be Ribbonage Church, which is where I'm... Okay, I'll just fly. I don't want to spend $50 just to frickin' leave the building. That just weirdly seems silly to me, you know? Oh, is that what it is? It was bigger than this? Yeah, that's what I saw. Oh no. That's just the worm wrapped around it, isn't it? No. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Hi, Lucian. How you doing? You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, like from Castrum Century, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe that they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperate in need of spare parts and other equipment. Rabble. So it's true then? The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, they've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures within inhabit the wreckage and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. So we're gonna have to climb a sideways freaking airship. Okay. Goodness. Hey, I have a new thing. Keeper of the Lake. Yeah. I'll join your party. 15 years goes and the skies... yes. In the skies above Silvertear Falls, the invading forces of the 14th Legion were set upon by a host of dragons. Leading the charge was Midgar Sommer, the legendary King of Kings, who engaged the Garlean flagship the Agrius in battle. In the end, both Midgard Sommer and his foe fell to the earth, and their tangled remnants stand as a memorial to that day. A ruined airship, and the charred corpse of the Worm Lord who brought it low, forever devoid of life. So which would win? Midgard Sommer or Bahamut? I want to see that Battle of the Kaiju. Battle of Dragons. Oh, goodness. Midi would win? Okay. Bahamut is weak sauce. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm gonna look through my stuff real quick. if I really want to put it in. Up my hunting log as well. I've forgotten all about doing that. I did not do all the Maelstrom. Wouldn't hurt to do these. I'm ready. I think. Okay. Oh, jeez. Not at all intimidating. Holy cow. Keeper of the Lake, Maldona. We're a little sideways. Of course we fight crabs. Startled me a little bit, not gonna lie. Son of the Keeper. Einhander? Einhander? What? What the frick? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Didn't notice he had a freaking Gatling gun on him. Oh, because there are multiple. No, I refuse. Oh, goodness. Loot. Oh. Emerald casing. Of casting of healing. I don't know what this is. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, they're bracelets. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. Pass. Yay, this sound again. Hooray. Whoa! favorite noise. This should be a morning alarm for people. So a ghost dragon? Have to fight a ghost dragon? Okay. Okay. Lots of big AoEs and hard-hitting stuff in this dungeon. Okay. Come then, thou with weight of something. Jeez. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Let's not do that. Place my spirit rise, my children. Okay, I can't target them. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Disgust. Mortal, and thou shalt know I am thy lord. So that hard to get. Ow! More than, or a little less, or, I don't know, 42%. That didn't do a whole lot. All stacks hit 3 times with this boss. It's okay. We got it. Zap! Larg. So did we exercise him? Did we kill him? Hey, don't go. There we go. Pass. Awesome. That's a fun fight. I like that though. I like all the fights. Who am I kidding?
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Aw.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
Ooh.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Yes, yes, I'm the chosen one.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Good. Oh. Oh. Okay. Good. Thank you, I think. All 6 crystals. Can I merge them now into a blade of light? Is that what this is gonna be now? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. 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 Oh no. That can't be good, right? no, my crystal diagram! It got broken!
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
I don't know what you are, Durgan Man.
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
You just made it possible for others to harm me now.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
Yeah.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Frick you, Durgan Man. What? Yeah, that's me. What?
Their covenant binds me to thee.
Well, so I don't have her protection anymore, but I have your protection.
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Is this a new pet for me?
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and fenced of mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
It's always gonna be watching me, the little dragon. Wait, what? Do I not get the dragon? Is the dragon just gonna be invisible following me and watching me? I don't, You may summon Midgard Summer by selecting the corresponding entry within the minion guide under character. And hey, so I do get him as a minion. Yeah, nice. I do want him. He's kind of cute. Oh wait, no, not companion. No, I chose poorly. I'm a fool. Boop. Here it is. Okay. Some of these I forgot I had, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I can have the minion roulette. I forgot about minion roulette. Minion roulette. I have so many. Oh, I have to make favorites, though. Okay, well, of course, I gotta have... where's the panda? Of course, I have to add that. I have to add the little pig. I have to add... I don't know if I like the wayward hatchling. I have to add the wolf pup. Gale kitten. Fat cat. Oh, the dwarf rabbit. Yeah, add it to favorites as well. The Sheba. Oh, the capybara. Yes. Sure, white worm as well. You cool. Otter. If it didn't have the hat's a little much, but yeah, I'll add it to the favorites as well. As well as your little turtle. The little seal. Axolotl, yeah. Oh yeah, road sparrow's kind of cute too. Oh, I have the wind-up goblin. Wind-up Numo? Eh. And Midgard Sommer, add to favorite. Okay, it's summoned, but I also want to add it to favorite. Oh, did I take it off the favorite? Add it to favorites. Mammoth is a favorite, fine. Wind-up airship, yeah. A lot of things are going to be favorites. And some are not. I just want to see if I'm forgetting anything. Oh, Yeah, that's right. Fine, I'll add Fat Cat. Fat Cat's kind of cute. Wind up Onion Knight. Yeah, sure, Onion Knight's fun. No. And Penguin? Yeah, Penguin. Alright, fine. Nearly everything. Nearly everything. So what's gonna follow me? The wind-up airship for a little bit? Okay. There's only one page of favorites. Oh no. No, why? I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphanod left a message stating that you would return to that I am to return to the Rising Stones at once. Of course there was. I am no longer blessed by the crystals. Oh god, does that mean that I can't fight primals now? Does that mean that I'm going to be, like, corrupted by... that I have the potential to be corrupted by the primals? Lucia, what's up? Have you spoken with Commander Levieux yet? He has been pacing again. 12, save me! Is it coming? What should we do? Oh. He's not? Yeah, I beat him up. Don't worry. Don't worry, Tataru. I saved you once again. That Lady Knight from Ishgard has quite a gout figure, doesn't she? She's pretty cool. Considering the sudden arrival of foreign envoys and the like, preparing suitable meals at the Rising Stone can prove to be an interesting challenge. We were able to locate those elusive manuscripts in the archives of the Thaumaturge Guild. I had not spoken much with the new guildmasters, but thankfully they were quite willing to accommodate us in our search. Though it may seem tedious when compared with the smiting of terrible foes, poring over crumbling scrolls is one of the Scion's most important duties. Without the illumination of knowledge, we but vainly flail at specters in the dark. And I'm thankful for y'all doing that. What's up, Ida? I traveled to Aldal to meet with Thancred's friend, one who promised us that rare ore, and she began cursing me with words I've only ever heard from the mouths of pirates. I still have no idea what she was so angry about. In hindsight, mayhap sending a lady in my stead was not the wisest of decisions. Pray ignore my ramblings. God damn it, Thancred. I'm pushing ahead with my research as quickly as I dare. The next time you face an Ossian, I would have you fight with the proper weapon in hand. Professor Lambertant has published a thorough study on corrupted crystals and their properties. I highly recommend you procure yourself a copy of their work. I must confess, the relationship between those crystal formations and the destruction of the Ossians quite escapes me. That's fine. Alright, what's happened in Ul'dah? I can guess. More people with weapons, I'm guessing. And or we have an inkling on who could be another spy. Praise the 12 that you are whole and hale, or hale and whole. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. And I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgard Sommer? I swear, were anyone else to make such claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and a more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity. Years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. You have a chair to drop on my head? Why? Why are you dropping a chair on my head? Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Aymeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Sommer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Yes, everyone nods. As for how we shall present our our revelation to Sir Aymeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Thanks. Is there something you are not telling us, Shent? You seem different somehow. It is almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Robble, robble, robble. To offend, Midgard Sommer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sommer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silver Tear Fall states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Altic and Nimia, Brother Time and Sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Sommer ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was a covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidenlund herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Oh! What do you want, Spyro? Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Frick you, Spyro.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale.
I mean, theoretically he was in a weakened form, so I mean, yeah.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Fairly well, cool lady.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Da-dum. The Ishgarians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgarians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard's summer who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ether on demand. Whoa, neat! This is a message from Moonbrita of the Scions. For the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. More story, more. Oh, whoops. I don't know why I just assumed she'd be in here. We have all our important talks in there, so. Oh well. It's fine. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the cellar, shall we? I'm a step ahead. A step ahead. Yeah. Also, again, why do you have a chair to drop on my head? You haven't. Ah.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Oh.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Show us the weapon. I want to see.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void.
This again.
Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
We have a ghost trap. Nice.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White aurosite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white aurosite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that. But no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Figured.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Ariel.
Do it!
Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Okay, so to Thanolin then, I suppose. Northern Thanolin. Oh, or speak with Alphinaud first. Yeah, what's been going on with Ul'dah? It would seem that events have once more considered to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wildred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Your duties take you to Northern Thanolin, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Philomene travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. Oh, at my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations. Threatened by primals and troubled by dragons, we need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scions' cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a unified front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Acilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also a colleague. Colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the black god that so much as glares in your direction, my lady. Gosh, darn it. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Yeah. I like the boulder. Bye. We'll probably see you in Ul'dah. More than likely. Pardon me, goodness. Yawning. It's so close to have to go to work, too. Speak with Wildred at the Cerulean Processing, which is in Thanalan. Yes, I would Pelitort. Alrighty. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, they're inside. Okay. Knock knock. Hello. They are not inside. Where are they? Okay, here you are. Hi, Wilred. Commander Levier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your towns is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with Malja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, gaining their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, and we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be a welcome tidings. Lieutenant Abetta, my soldiers tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. The heck was that? I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. Oh, hi. Why, hello there. Our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts begin Bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid. Flying chair. Thank you. Trade canceled. Oh wait, I did have the Savage Might materia. You wanted this, right? Before? So I can trade that for you? With you? I thought you said you wanted that at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I feel good about that. Alright, where'd the chair go? Ah, there it is. Oh, it's a flying chair mount! I thought it was just a little dude that would follow me. Thank you! Oh my gosh. Artsy Raiders want to give me flowers for my channel. Thank you, everyone. Aw, that's very sweet. Thank you. Hey, Artsy, how are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, a 9-person raid? Thank you. Also, thank you, Lucian, for the new mount. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have to see it now. No, not favorites. I need that. Summon. Add to wait, music. What's the music? I don't recognize it. Chair mount, so fun. Yeah! Us artsy gardeners pull up with any flower you like. 100. Oh! I'll take any flowers you would wish to give me, and I'd appreciate them. So thank you very much. I don't know what this song is from. Because I'm going to assume it's based off some of the other games. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. It caught me when I'm getting ready soon to also call it a day because I have to get ready for work. I have work tonight. Lieutenant Edelstein wishes to share a report with you concerning the Garlean's movements, though. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squad seems seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. No, it's fine. It's no worries. I'm gonna stream for a little bit more. I just need to get ready soon for work. But I appreciate it. Thank you, Artsy. And you just finished Endwalker? Oh, cool, cool, cool. Congratulations. How was it? On a scale from 1 to 10, how was your experience with Endwalker? I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alian and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Alright, where are they? Over this way? Okay. I'm sure this will go well. Or if you're talking about work, I'm sure it'll go well as well. It's not too bad. Oh, everyone's used to here. Glad to have you with us, Shent. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meriadum. The main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Hey, Ilbert. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilbert! Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. Ilbert, I'm starting to not trust you as much now, dude. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemies far beyond the walls. Aye, it would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much cerulean. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of those storage tanks be exposed to fire. Oh no. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. Solid 8 out of 10, slow beginning for you, but still great. Okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept those squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Hase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Maybe it's you I shouldn't be trusting, you. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. I don't trust. Also, where am I going? Over here? Alright. Not joining the fate, dang it. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Sooner the better. What news of the Garleans? The raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. An uninvited Asian. Oh, and I'm getting, materia again. What time is it? Okay, I gotta call it here. We'll pick this up next time with the uninvited Asian. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the raid, Artsy. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't stay or stream for that much longer after you raided, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for everyone that stayed. Thank you, Lucian, for helping me with the Midgar, the dragon. Midgar Summer, there we go. I appreciate that, as well as you giving me the chair upside the head. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it. I should pick this up not tomorrow. I won't be able to tomorrow, but the day after. So today's Tuesday, so Thursday night. Keeper of the Lake. That works too. But yeah, I'll pick this back up Thursday. And yeah, we'll see where else this goes. I think Vanilla earlier said I was very, very close to being into the next expansion, if I'm not already in it now. So I'm excited. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and quickly try to find someone to raid as well, because I'd like to do that. No, come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, I say. Hexty's live. I could raid him, or I could raid as well TTPS Saturn. They're also streaming Final Fantasy. They only have one. Again, unless there's anyone else that anyone would like to suggest, I'm probably going to raid one of them, either Hexity or TTPS Saturn. I think I might just raid Hexity. Alrighty. If we catch Saturn next time, I'll go ahead and raid them. But this time I'll raid Hexity. It's been a little bit. Alright, so again, thank you everyone for watching, for joining, and for interacting. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm still loving Final Fantasy XIV. I can't wait to continue the journey and see where this game takes me. So, until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your day, whichever it may be, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.